How do you win as a bootstrapped small team or as a solopreneur with no employees? Um, First of all, picking the right game that you want to play. If I am playing cricket or football, inherently the game is designed as a 11 player game or something like that, where I need coordination with 11 players to be able to win the match. But choosing a solopreneur or choosing bootstrapped small micro SaaS is essentially picking the game that is right for you. That is picking badminton or tennis, where you are a where the game at max gets to one people or two people if you're playing doubles. That means you need to compete and choose ideas like that, where um, try to pick ideas where there is not much R&D, research and development, and no custom model training that is necessary. Essentially pick one problem in a domain and try to solve it very well and deliver value by combining existing AI tech. That is, you if you combine text generation with image generation with voice, then you build a layer that is combination of all this, right? So similarly, the biggest thing is picking the right sport to play and picking the right domain where you can operate and deliver value by combining multiple existing AI APIs or technologies, not trying to uh, bank on new user behavior or trying to bank on a new potential R&D that may be successful. Maybe that's not the right way to operate as a solopreneur or bootstrapped small team. Second is B2B versus B2C. B2B has long sales cycles. That means it takes longer to win the customer uh, and win the customer's trust as well. But at the same time, if something is harder to get, it is harder to lose. There is less competition as well, because not many people are willing to go through that 6 months of demo before you get the first approval for pay. But usually, as a solopreneur, I uh, choose to operate as B2C, because you don't need to worry about the hassle of doing demos, hassle of going through long sales cycle with corporate teams. Usually my mantra for solopreneur SaaS is operate in B2C in one domain, and put a pricing plan between $10 to $30. That is perfect for you, because the amount also doesn't shouldn't be too huge that you get a lot of customer support and people whining about your product. If it's a $10-15 product, if they don't find value, they just cancel, and they are okay to wait for the next month to get the refund. But if you're charging $1,000, probably they expect faster refunds, on call 24/7 on call, things like that, etc. So as a solopreneur, I give this suggestion to operate in B2C with a $10 to $30 price tag. And the third is basically AI and tech play. Like I mentioned, tools like ChatGPT and Cursor.so, now you can create content and code at a scale that is not possible before, at a speed that is not possible before. I will invalidate my own statements that I made 2 years back. I would say no code tools are faster to build. I used to say that no code tools are faster to build as opposed to coding, where it takes long time. So I was a big advocate of no code tools in building the apps when you start. But today with ChatGPT and Cursor, I don't think the same way, because even it is an extremely complex feature, where previously I used to think about the logic, parameters, everything, and it takes 1 week to finally master it. Now I just give the input instructions and my code base with longer context length, like what ChatGPT, Anthropic has, even 128K context length. You can give pretty much your whole code base or the biggest top 5 6 files, even 1,000 lines, and ask it to add a feature. Then it will tell you exactly which change needs to happen in which file, and it is blazing fast that Now my 1 week's time is cut down to probably 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And I'm not exaggerating this. And I'm not even a full stack developer. It suggests I try it out and it works like magic. Sometimes it blows my mind. I push it to production and customer is happy and I am happy. So today, as of 2024, you are operating on a different kind of exoskeleton, even just being a coder yourself, and you don't need to be a coder who is a full stack developer even. So you use AI as an exoskeleton to do heavy lifting in both content, code, anything. And that is the biggest weapon that you have as a solopreneur today to win and compete against even $1 million startups, because there is always execution latency with any company. You want a certain feature to be done, product manager needs to communicate with the developers need to build it, then there is a testing team that does the testing and it's approved, then the product manager will approve and push it to production. This latency itself is the thing that slows down even one feature release. Now with AI and tools like that I mentioned, this latency that happens 1 week or 2 weeks in a traditional company could be a 1 hour job for you as a solopreneur. So you can actually compete with $1 million companies because within your brain there is no latency. The product manager, the developer, the tester, everything is you, and you push it to production in the next 1 hour.